Arsenal Football Club. Let me tell you, supporting this team takes a lot of grit, pain and sleepless nights. Supporting Arsenal for real got me feeling like working a 9-to-5 job 6 days a week that pays £5 an hour. Heck, even that might be better than supporting this team. Watching Arsenal play every season probably deducts my lifespan by 5 years.
When is it gonna end, Robbie?
Being an Arsenal fan in 2025 is not fun. It's June 2025. 21 years ago, Arsenal lifted the Premier League trophy, back when we were one of the most feared clubs in Europe. But the way things are currently going, it may honestly take another 21 years to see that happening again. Honestly, for a club that used to have so many highs, we've now become a team that owns the second place position. We used to have an attack of Henry and Bergkamp, and now we've gone to Martinelli and Havertz. Honestly, just as bad as the Pringles downgrade. We used to fear no one. Now Bournemouth away gives me PTSD, Brighton away, automatic L, Liverpool at Anfield, might as well forfeit the match and protect our goal difference. It's getting comical. All the dads and uncles out there must be scratching their heads wondering what the flip happened to their team. Their man were probably used to watching Henry bag 30 goals a season, and now they're stuck watching Raheem Sterling and him flexing his bum cheeks.
Oh yeah, baby!
Bruh.
Who told Broski this was tough?
About to see the best of me.
The only thing we were about to see the best of is you becoming Arsenal's very own Ice Spice. And it's also not helping that this man is our manager. When can he get it through his thick skull that we need to bring in a striker? At the time of this recording, my man has still not brought in a single player so far this summer. Watch how Broski will sign another 3 CDMs and 2 fullbacks. It's getting on my nerves.
You fucking dickhead!
At this point, we should just wait for next season. In the build up to the 24-25 season, we had finished second in the previous 2 campaigns, and after bringing in some reinforcements, the bars were set high for us this season, and we got off to a good start, picking up early wins against Wolves and Aston Villa. But in our next game, we dropped points to Brighton, with Declan Rice getting himself sent off, and a couple games later, we were on course to secure all 3 points at the Etihad after displaying a defensive masterclass. But you should know the type of team you're supporting, and this is Bottle FC. Seeing this live made me want to throw my TV out the window. How much of an idiot does this Raya guy have to be to give Stones a free goal? And this would just be the start of our terrible Premier League season, as we proceeded to drop points against Bournemouth, Liverpool, Newcastle and Chelsea. And this is how things were looking like 13 games in, and it's safe to say things were looking grim. In December, that's right, our season in the Premier League was done and dusted by December. What an unserious club. And it's not like things were going so swimmingly well for us in other competitions either, because in the FA Cup, the competition that we own, we got knocked out in the 3rd round by Manchester United. These guys were having an equally just as shocking season as us, and we still lost to them. And honestly, Kai Havertz's performance this game has just given me another reason to believe that I am better than bro. Sign out. After that dreadful performance, might as well quick sell bro, because there's no possible way on God's green earth that you can miss this. My man just decided to shapeshift into Stevie Wonder and lose all his vision. I refuse to believe that we paid 65 million for a man whose best skill is to look like a donkey in the final third. And then there's the Carabao Cup, the one trophy I actually had realistic hope for, but even that was too much to ask for. We got slapped up and dogged on by Newcastle, once again showcasing how bad we are at finishing. But with our FA Cup and Carabao Cup ambitions out of the way, we still had one trophy to fight for. It's time to talk about the Champions League. Now, the previous season, we were in the Champions League for the first time in 6 years, and it honestly looked like we were cooking. We topped our group, got past the round of 16, but in the quarter-finals, we succumbed to Bayern Munich. And to this day, I don't care what anyone tells me, this should have been a pen. But this year felt different. I had hope, but then came Real Madrid in the quarter-finals. Now, as you would think, facing Madrid in the UCL is like getting in the ring with Prime Mike Tyson and hoping he has an off day. And everyone thought we would get cooked, until we faced those man. They got cooked, baked, deep fried, pan fried, stir fried, roasted. They were rattled. And at this point, I started believing there was a chance that it was our time. But just like all the other times, we forgot the club that we're supporting. And of course, us. We bottled a chance at another trophy yet again, and PSG, who knocked us out, later went on to win the whole thing and win their first Champions League before us. Now I can't even make jokes about them anymore, it's got that bad. But to all the fellow Arsenal fans out there, if it helps you deal with the immense and insufferable pain, just take a look at Mbappe. This fool really left PSG the same season Real Madrid won the Champions League, thinking he'd win it next season, only for his team to get dogged on by us. But that still doesn't change the fact that we had another disappointing season. But it's fine, we've only bottled the league, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the UCL, and my mental health. But one thing's for sure, at least Spurs are still trophyless, right? Yeah, being an Arsenal fan in 2025 is dark. But you know what's crazy? After everything this club's put me through, bottled titles, Champions League heartbreak, Carabao Cup flops, I still love this team. Even if it means watching our very own Alicia Lehmann dribble into defenders, or watching Havertz miss 95% of his chances. Either way, I'll forever be a Gooner. Whoa, not like that. Next season, we go again, painfully, emotionally, and delusionally. Make sure to subscribe. If you subscribe, we could possibly be getting a striker before GTA 6. I'm out.